Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Coach Terrence Wood with Before You Go Pro, taking you guys on a little morning walk with me. But I wanted to talk to you guys today because we've been getting a lot of questions from parents and players about what to do in the off season. You know, for many of you guys, you're either in the playoffs or maybe you just finished your season and you're wondering what's next. What should I be doing next so I can get to that end goal, which is a football scholarship? So what we've done is we've come up with this presentation, you guys, where we're going to teach you step by step, depending on what year you are in high school, what you should be doing next to achieve your goals. Now, there's three main areas that you have to focus on as a young player. So sit back, relax, maybe get your parent, get your son if you are the parent, and check out this presentation. I think it will help you out, and we will definitely see you at the top. All right, so here's the presentation that we developed for your off season. You know, it's at the end of your season or maybe you just finished your last game and you're in high school and you're wondering what's next? What should I do next to position myself for success and position myself for that college scholarship? So first and foremost, if you don't already know who I am, I'm Coach Terrence Wood. I am CEO and founder of Before You Go Pro. I'm the author of Before You Go Pro, the book, which you see in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm the grandson of Pro Football Hall of Famer Willie Wood, played back in the Vince Lombardi days of the Green Bay Packers. I have over 19 years of personal playing experience on the field. Championship winning high school coach, championship player, which isn't shown right here in college. And then over 10 years of helping you guys, high school and JC football players, receive college football scholarships. So when it comes to a college football scholarship, what are recruiters really going to pay attention to? What are they looking for? And there's three main areas. You want to keep everything short and simple. There's three main areas that you guys need to focus on as young aspiring college football players and that you really need to maximize. So number one is academics, and they're going to want 16 core courses from you completed by the time you get out of high school, a 2.3 minimum GPA. Now, a particular school like Stanford will require a higher GPA, but 2.3 is the NCAA minimum. An SAT/ACT score, NCAA clearinghouse eligibility as far as academics. Now, as far as athletics, your huddle film has to be great, and we'll talk about that here shortly. Your film evaluation, so you know which colleges to pursue or which colleges may be likely for you. Athletic honors, you want to get some type of all-league, all-region, all-state honors. And then FBS, FCS, NAIA. Those are the different areas where you can play college football, the different conferences or leagues where you can play college football. Social, your online perception, your offline perception has to be airtight. Social morality. You see people in Hollywood getting outed right now because their social morality wasn't correct. And now people are telling their stories of how these people have done them wrong and the transgressions against them. So that's something that you don't have to worry about if your social morality is correct. And then last but not least, off the field issues. The football industry is getting to a stage where the off the field issues are really hurting the brand, are really hurting the product. So that is a huge focus for college recruiters right now, is having athletes, giving scholarships to athletes that have no off the field issues. So these are the three areas, academics, athletics, and social, where college recruiters are really putting the majority of their focus. Now, your season's over, and the off season can be such a critical time for athletes to stay on track towards their goal of getting a college football scholarship. So what we've done is we've broken it down for freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors in high school to show you in these three areas, academics, athletics, and social, what you need to be doing in the off season. So let's start off with high school freshmen as we move along here. And you see at the very top, it says fast start. We want to get off to a fast start as a high school freshman. So academics, we want to have a 3.0 minimum GPA in all of our core course classes. Now, we'll teach you a little bit more what a core course class is, but you want to keep your academics high so you have great options at the end of your 4 years. You want to start to build a strong relationship with your academic counselor, and you want to take any classes over that you received a D or an F in. That is critical. You will not have time at the end of your high school career to make these things up. So if you get any D's or F's as a high school freshman, your first semester, second semester, take that over at least by summer school. Now, athletics, you want a game plan to become a starter on varsity next year. So when I'm a sophomore, I want to be a starter on varsity, or I want to be a JV superstar. I went to the University of Colorado, played big time college football. I played JV football, but I was a superstar on JV. So if you're not a starter on varsity as a sophomore, you want to be a JV superstar. You want to start to gain the respect and the attention of your varsity coaching staff, and you want to play another sport. I'm a high advisor of playing another sport. I just think it helps you for football overall. If you don't play another sport, you want to have a great off-season workout game plan. Socially, you want to develop a good set of core friends who have a similar interest and similar goals. If you are friends with the wrong people with the wrong interests, you're going to end up going in the same direction as them, and we don't want to make that happen. So find out who else wants to get a college football scholarship and make that person one of your core friends. Learn and practice good social habits online and offline. Start to get involved with high school activities and events so people get to know you, people get to like you, they want to support you. Now, moving on to the sophomores in high school who are in their off season, and next year they'll be juniors. They'll be getting ready for their junior year. So, academics, you want to evaluate all your core courses. You want to see your standing, correct any blemishes, just like your freshman year. You want to develop an initial college prospect list. This is a list of schools that would be likely for you to attend, both at an academic level and also an athletic level. So start to develop that list. And we do that for all of our student athletes before you go pro. Then you want to register. This is very important, you guys. You want to register for an SAT or an ACT prep course. There's online courses you can take. You can go to a center like a Sylvan Learning Center and take these prep courses. This is going to get you ready for the test that you need to take so you can get your college scholarship. Athletically, in the off season of your sophomore year, you want a game plan to become a varsity starter if you are already not a varsity starter, and you want to be a playmaker. You have to start making plays your junior year on varsity. Play another sport, as we said, after freshman year, or develop a strong off-season workout program. Your sophomore year, you're going to really start to look at 7-on-7 passing league events, combines like the Nike combine that's put on across the country, or camps that you may attend in the summer. We are very big believers in athletes picking certain colleges to go to their summer camp so you can start to build relationships with those recruiters. Sophomore year off-season social. Continue to manage your online and offline perception, which is going to be an ongoing thing. Start to get serious about learning how to network. You know, your network is going to have a direct reflection probably on your growth net income down the road. It's who you know, you guys. And when you want to start doing things outside of football, like open a business or you know, maybe get into real estate or become a coach, it's going to come down to who you know if you can get your foot in the door. So you want to start learning how to network your sophomore year in the off season. And then last but not least, for social, look for an off-the-field mentor if you don't already have one. Now, if you're a part of Before You Go Pro, we're going to provide you with a coach/mentor. But if you don't already have one, you need to start finding an off-the-field mentor by the summer, spring of your sophomore year. Now, let's move on to our juniors. Juniors need to have a business mindset. As you see at the top, this is the very, very critical year as far as your aspirations to become a scholarship college football player. Academics, evaluate your core course standing and fix any blemishes. Now you'll see an asterisk that says last chance. This is the last chance because you're going into your senior year. So anything you don't correct heading into your senior year, you cannot fix. You will not have the opportunity to fix once you become a senior. Once your senior year first semester starts, the NCAA will not let you correct any D's or F's that you've already gotten your freshman, sophomore, or junior year. So this is very important. Last chance. Take the SAT, ACT. So you've already done the prep your sophomore year in the off season. Now it's your junior year. It's time to take the real test, and you should be prepared for it. And we want to take it our junior year, so we have plenty of time, you guys, to take the test again if we don't get the score we want. And then register for the NCAA Clearinghouse. The NCAA Clearinghouse is the platform where you enter in your core course grades, where you enter in your test scores, and then they deem you eligible to receive an NCAA scholarship. So we want to do that after our junior football season, in the off season of our junior year. Athletics, work towards becoming an all-league, all-area candidate. Develop and send out your highlight film, which is predominantly on Hudl. Hudl has a monopoly on high school and junior college highlight films right now. So you make your highlight film with all of your varsity highlights, and then what we're going to do is start to get that out to colleges. And then last but not least, as far as athletics, you take your unofficial college visits, you attend 7-on-7 events, you go to combines and summer camps. If you're a part of our program, we'll help you filter which events, combines, and summer camps to attend. There are so many, you guys, and some of them aren't worth your time or, in particular cases, your money. So if you're a part of Before You Go Pro, we help you filter which ones to go to. And then last but not least, social. The off season of your junior year, you want to continue to manage your online and offline perception. You want to start to consider different college majors. What do you want to study once you get off to the University of Southern California? What do you want to study once you get off to the University of Hawaii? And then last but not least, a high school alum challenge. And our athletes will find out what that is. And if you're a part of our program, you'll find out what that is. And then last but not least, high school senior year. So you are the big man on campus. It is your job to land the plane. We got to land this thing. You've worked so hard your freshman, sophomore, junior year to get in position to indeed receive that college football scholarship. You're so close to your dreams. We have to land the plane. So as far as academics, you want to finish strong academically. You want to look at all your core courses and feel good about how you did in your classes. You want to finalize your test scores. So your SAT, ACT, if you have the score you wanted, great, and the score that you need. But if you don't, now is your last chance to get that baby done in the off season of your senior year. Make sure your NCAA Clearinghouse eligibility is solidified so that when any team comes to recruit you, they can say, hey, are you NCAA Clearinghouse eligible? And you can say, yes, coach, I'm good to go. And they can indeed offer you that scholarship. As far as athletics, you want to finish your senior highlight film and official college visits. Now you're on college campuses. They're paying for it. That's an official visit when they pay for it. If you don't have any schools that are talking to you about taking an official college visit, your off season, as soon as your season's over, your senior year, you need to market. You need to get exposure. You need to get that senior highlight film out there and find out who may want you to join their team and who may want to pay for it. And that is something that we do for all of our athletes. We're not a recruiting company, but if our kids need us to pick up the phone and reach out to one of our contacts, we will do that because we trust our athletes are going to make it count and do great at that university. You want to play another sport or train for college athletics because you're going to go to a higher level now. So it's college time. You got to get ready for that. Social. You want to continue to manage your online and offline perception because these college recruiters will look at your online Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. They're going to look at that thing, your Snapchat. You want to create a LinkedIn page because now you're starting to get into business. Somebody's paying for you to go to college. It's becoming financial. So you want to create a business page, a business social page, which is LinkedIn, and we can help you with that if you're a part of Before You Go Pro. And then the college networking challenge. So we have a networking challenge for our athletes who are in college. What are core courses? You guys have heard a lot of talk from me over this presentation about core courses. You know, you're taking these classes in high school. You have to make sure you're taking the right classes. And then if you are taking the right classes, you have to make sure that you're getting the right grades. Remember, a 2.3 GPA is the minimum for core courses if you want to indeed receive a college football scholarship. So your core courses are English, math, natural or physical science, social science, and additional religion or foreign language. These are the courses you have to take to get a college football scholarship. These are the ones that count. Home ec doesn't count. PE doesn't count. Even though you got an A in PE, it does nothing for you as far as college. Now, once you have your core course GPA, the NCAA has a sliding scale that matches up with the score that you got on your SAT or ACT, which deems you eligible and fit to receive a college football scholarship. So you have to make sure that you know this information, you guys, so you can stay on track to receive that scholarship. Now, we've talked about huddle film. You're going to target certain colleges with your highlight film and see which ones are interested. There's over 659 teams in the NCAA. There's 86 NAIA football teams. So there's tons of opportunity out there for the right high school student athletes. So, we help our athletes get an evaluation on their film and their academics where we know which schools they should target. We talked a lot about managing your online social presence and your offline social presence, but online is key. And this is just an example, you guys, right here of some coaches that have talked about athletes they could not recruit because of their social presence. I've had college recruiters tell me that they look at the parents' social platforms because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And if the parent has a crazy social networking presence, they may stop recruiting the kid because of the parent. So very, very important, you guys, right now. Last but not least, here are, this is a testimonial of a very happy family that we've worked with for years. This young man named Aaron Criswell, great family, the Criswell family. He worked his tail off, you guys, and we helped him get to the Division I level that he desired, and he played at UNLV, and it was just a joy for us to see him graduate with honors from UNLV, and now he's working in the corporate world and just really, really an asset for his community. But the seed was planted, obviously, with his parents, and then we took the foundation that they set with him, and now he's achieving his dreams. And then at the bottom is a testimonial from the wide receiver coach, Coach Cedric Cormier at UNLV, just saying that Before You Go Pro is a great tool for any young aspiring college football player. So hopefully you guys got some great value out of this presentation. We just constantly get the question, hey coach, what do we do in the off season to continue to position ourselves for a college football scholarship? So we definitely wanted to have a presentation where we could bring some value to you guys that are hungry to achieve your dream. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed that, and you got educated on what steps to take next. If you enjoyed this presentation and you're not a part of Before You Go Pro, but you're definitely interested, the next step would be for us to have an orientation. And you can go to our website at www.beforeyougopro.com, and all of our information is there. And you can reach out to us and schedule an orientation where we can see if it's a good fit for you and a good fit for us, because we actually don't accept every athlete. We want to make sure we have the right athletes that become a part of our family. So once again, hopefully you got value out of this presentation on what you need to do during the off season, the next step to become a college football scholarship candidate. And please share this information, this presentation with any football players, coaches, or parents of aspiring college football players. I am Coach Terrence Wood, and we will definitely see you at the top. Have a good one.